For decades, the opening rounds of the World Cup followed a rigid, predictable hierarchy. The group stages functioned as a formality for the sport's traditional superpowers, a chance to settle into the tournament before the actual competition began. But the 2026 expansion to 48 teams across the United States, Mexico, and Canada has fundamentally altered that math. On the surface, adding 16 lesser-known nations suggests a dilution of quality. The immediate assumption is that the path to the trophy has become softer for the heavyweights. The data suggests a different reality. Instead of a victory lap, the new format fractures the tournament into 12 distinct cells. Every giant is now locked into a high-pressure arena with specialized disruptors, creating the most volatile group stage ever recorded. To understand the threat, we have to look at the tactical archetype of a giant. These teams rely on methodical build-up play, using high possession to dictate the tempo and suffocate their opponents. Look at the top-tier European sides. In qualifying, Spain averaged 65.3% possession, while the Netherlands utilized a nearly identical style of total ball control to navigate their matches. This style requires pushing almost the entire squad across the halfway line. By committing so many players forward to maintain control, these teams leave massive, unprotected acres of grass behind their defensive line. Holding the ball is no longer a shield. In the modern game, high possession creates a massive defensive void that can be exploited by an opponent with the right timing. This has paved the way for the disruptor. These teams are engineered to survive without the ball, waiting for the exact microsecond that possession changes to launch a strike. Japan has perfected this tactical blueprint. They employ a surgical high press, a system where forwards hunt the opposing defense to force a turnover as close to the goal as possible. This chart tracks transition time, from winning the ball to taking a shot. Japan lowered that window to 5.8 seconds. It's not isolated. Curaçao uses a 6.2-second speed to bridge the gap. Senegal adds volume, flooding the final third with 6.3 players within 10 seconds. Success against a superpower has been reduced to a narrow window, a 6-second blur where a single unforced error outweighs 90 minutes of technical control. The second weapon is physical attrition. Teams use extreme, suffocating conditioning to dismantle the passing rhythm of technically superior opponents. Saudi Arabia proved this works during their victory over Argentina in 2022. Their relentless, high-intensity press forced 23 turnovers from a team that went on to win the entire tournament. This breakdown shows increasing physical demands. South Korea's squad covers 118 kilometers per match to exhaust opponents. Austria employs a similar tactic, recording 18.2 ball recoveries in the final third, stripping the ball deep in the opponent's half to prevent attacks. Technical superiority becomes irrelevant if the opponent has the discipline to turn a tactical match into an unrelenting physical struggle. The 2026 group stage is a live test of these strategies. We will see Spain's delicate passing game collide directly with the Saudi Arabian team that averages 14.6 high-intensity sprints per player. France, despite having the deepest talent pool in history, will have to survive the physical threat and clinical finishing of Norway's Erling Haaland. In this 48-team bracket, the traditional group of death has been replaced by systemic landmines scattered across every single group. Smaller nations are no longer arriving with the hope of a favorable draw. They are arriving with tactical blueprints designed specifically to hunt superpowers. The 2026 World Cup will be defined by the specific, violent shifts in momentum that occur when the world's most untouchable giants finally lose their footing.